as if it had been flipped, and proceed with whatever action that flip was intended to choose? If so, what part of that choice was ever left to chance? The answer, of course, is no. Only when there is less than complete information are we reduced to chance. At present, we do not have information. Instead, we are still forced to deal in probabilities, expected values, and standard deviations, which lead to the dreaded sigma of probability distributions. By necessity, we are forced to estimate out.
The only airlocks fit for trash disposal are those far from my office. Nothing ruins a view like a constellation of cystibits bags. Now you're the assistant to the assistant. And that's enough negative reinforcement. For
training and ethically gray consultants who labor with committing to us.
Now, on to other things. Now for something a little different, tonally, if not thematically.
The flavor that lasts and the taste you can't top, from that first smooth inhale to the very last. Bubblegum slims, rich tobacco sweet. What more could you want? A slow piece you really get. Try bubblegum slims.
Maybe focus on self-bettering yourself.
You go on ahead. I'm shilly-shallying about what to do.
Please have identification. You're not a transfer or visiting Auntie's Choice employee. I'll need to check your current standing with... Alrighty. You're the questionable sort who we do business with, but you're definitely not our best. All it requires is allowing us to affix an Auntie's Choice holo advertorial inside your ship, so you can bear our messaging with pride and share it across Arcadia. Fine, go on in. Enjoy your time on the Ace. From there, make your way through the S.
How do you eat Purpleberry Crunch? Real warriors eat it right from the box.
Beats walking.
At the end, what more could you want? The smoky sugar.
ACS undisputed claim is not only our corporate headquarters and flagship, it's the heart of efforts to spread unbridled self-betterment and free trade across the galaxy. Our flagship also sports a bustling commercial promenade where you'll find a wide assortment of products, wares, and miscellaneous bubbles.
The flavor that lasts and a taste you can't top.
From that first inhale
To the very last. Try bubblegum slims. Bubblegum slims. Oh, bubblegum slims. It's filled with...
Feels like a glimpse of Arcadia's future, if Auntie's Choice has its way.
Oh, hey, think you dropped something?
It's the burning sensation on everyone's tongue and upper GI tract. Exclusively at the bottom.
Here we are.
Attention, morally gray outsider. The adventure of your lifetime awaits.
Auntie's... Hello, daring self-determinivist, stalwart seeker of self-betterment. As in Ida, Idas help explore the wilds, plot our path, and shape the evolution of our beloved corporation. And you can see her as soon as I'm finished. Now I'm finished. You'll find VP Hugh...
She's just the best choice. It's
Well, wonderful to meet you. C.F. Pendergrass III. Well, it was those ill-fated peace talks that got you.
Yes, we've all kept tabs. Auntie and I have spoken about you.
Indeed. It is our pleasure to meet you, and I am beyond tickled to welcome you to. We need someone not shaped by Auntie's meritocracy. It serves its function, but a daring, non-conforming...
More succinctly, we are recruiting an expert outside consultant.
We've got the goods to make you better than nature. Auntie is the best choice. Bringing betterment to keep us content.
Wonderful! This is the kind of what? Your first assignment? Something unexpected.
If I understand correctly, they've stopped working. The workers there simply stopped.
Because they expressed, and I know this is going...
Specifically, they stated, until we meet their demands. As though employees have a right to demand anything of their employers.
Striking? You're...
Yes, well, if they're this delusional, violence is the next natural step. Who do they intend to strike? Us?
Dear law, what a bunch of devious...
So what do you suggest we do about such an utterly unheard of situation? It is absolutely...
Wonderful! You'll go to pray to...
I have zero doubt Auntie and I...
Try, never settle for less. It's true what they say, money buys happiness. Work extra shifts, you can sleep later. We've got the goods to make you better than nature. Auntie is the best choice. Bringing betterment to keep us content. Auntie is the best choice. No product testing to do, these cheaper prices for you. Auntie is the best choice.
Well, hello again.
Because they've definitely come back just to see you. I wouldn't suggest giving...
Good luck, my ameliorator. Remember, you can't spell heinous ascetic without Auntie's choice.
The best choice. Bringing betterment to keep us content. Auntie is the best choice. No product testing to do. These cheaper prices for you. Auntie is the best choice. Feel the benefits of spending your bits. She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
On this episode of Big Game Hunter, we go bug hunting on the Elysium moon of Dorado.
I'm Pierce Huntley, VP of Xenobiological Exploitation. For the past fiscal year, I've been on a profit safari across the Arcadia system, helping everyone. Members of the board tap into each planet's zoological equity. Every episode, I focus on a different species to tell you the risks. Watch out for its tusks! The rewards. Don't see a Raptidon venom sac like that every day. And what each animal brings to the table. Auntie Cleo says the universe is full of things that want to kill you. But what doesn't kill you boosts your net worth. This is Big Gain Hunter. Brought to you by Auntie's Choice Lift-Off Laxative. And every washroom mission with a successful splashdown. I'm on Dorado, soaking up solar particles in Golden Ridge. Sounds like a million-bit piece of real estate. Too bad all that glitters here is... fool's gold. But we're prospecting for a different kind of pay dirt. A creature with 8 legs and 2 venomous injectors. The Barachnid. Not my kind of quarry. Is contractually obligated. Well, let's cut to the hunt. Here in Golden Ridge, we'll find a Barachnid breed encrusted with crystals, which only improves their unsettling appearance in that it helps them blend in. Plenty of nastier variations out there. This whole system needs an exterminator. These jumbo bugs are deadly from any distance. They'll cover a quarter furlong in a single leap and tear you apart before you know they're near. Plenty of nastier variations out there. This whole system needs an
Vitals critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander.
Deadly from any distance. They'll cover a quarter furlong in a single leap and tear you apart. Plenty of nastier variations out there. This whole system needs an exterminator. These jumbo bugs are deadly from any distance. They'll cover a quarter furlong in a single leap and tear you apart before you know they're near. Some breeds hurl sticky silk globs. Plenty of nastier variations out there. This whole system needs an exterminator. These jumbo bugs are deadly from any distance. They'll cover a quarter furlong in a single leap and tear you apart before you know they're near. Some breeds hurl sticky silk globs. Hey, you know what? No need to track one of these spiders down. Listeners get the gist. Oh, security team spotted one nearby. Great. Guess we better have a look. Little fuckers skinning up behind me! It's on me! It's a swarm! They're everywhere! Burn them! Burn them with plasma!
Traveling at the velocity of light through the vacuum of space on our primary band, this is Grand Plan Wireless, the informed, sourced, peer-reviewed sound of scientism.
This facility is the only thing...
Go there. Approach the gate and identify yourself if you're looking for access.
Certainly a dramatic way to go.
Protectorate colleagues have undergone a radical leadership shift. I submit this recorded announcement intercepted from a Protectorate wireless broadcast as empirical evidence.
Subjects, listen well. Days ago, our beloved
Give the order and I'll...
in his infinite wisdom, submitted himself to mental refreshment to strengthen his resolve for the
Care of him, Commander.
At his command, I, Emery Thoreau, now accept the responsibility of shepherding you through these dark times until our sovereign's blessed return.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
I shall not take this duty lightly.
There you have it, an objectively momentous turn of Protectorate events, announced by the very individual we suspect orchestrated it. Just a theory, but the data supports it. Rigorous analysis of the console's voice inflection reveals telltale signs of deception. We estimate with a 48% certainty that the Protectorate has undergone a coup. Certainly not unexpected, given our knowledge of the Protectorate's societal structure and our own fraught relationship.
That's right! That's right, folks! Keep the chanting going! I can see the Overseer up in her office, and we're definitely making her miserable!
Take whatever business you're running elsewhere.
Workers are too rowdy. Door stays shut for now.
Retreat time!
And now, additional data and or...
If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can't charge us for stimulates!
Mention some actions that are illegal, something your fractions should never be.
Generating primes, techniques, and uses.
Others get the exact
Today,
same
welcome again
thing!
to Advanced Abstract Algebraics, Section 4, Session 43. Please continue to enjoy the background music.
We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans!
My name is Edmund Vandersmith, and I am the senior tenured laureate of the Tertiary Adjunct School of
No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors!
Numbers, techniques, and uses thereof.
We don't want to
I know. Prime numbers? Why so simplistic? Well, consider this a basic refresher course in remedial mnemonistics for those new to the order. I will start by explaining what a prime number is, despite the fact that you should have learned that definition decades ago while still in diapers. But no matter. I have been called many things, and repetitious is one of them. I have also been called redundant several times, and once I was called reiterative, if you can believe that. So, prime numbers. What are they? The simplest definition is this. Given the set of natural numbers greater than 1, let's call that set n2, then a prime is any number in the set n2 that is not itself a product of two other numbers in the set n2. A simple
I can't believe we left Paradise. No, not everything. But don't worry. Won't trouble you with my private business moving forward.
Side note, I am frequently asked, why isn't 1 a prime number since nothing can divide it other than itself?
Hello,
The answer is simple,
and goodbye.
you silly lay person. Because with such an inclusion to the definition of a prime number, then nothing else would be a prime number. And then what good are prime numbers? Wait, you ask, what good are prime numbers?
These laborers appear to be fighting the hand that barely feeds them.
There are all kinds of abstract number theory applications.
If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can't charge us for...
Hey, Commander. I wanted to apologize, to put it bluntly. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. We only felt right to clear the air. I've learned the hard way what happens when you leave things to fester.
The archive incorporates...
No more bottles on factory floors!
As well as using prime numbers in the process of its memory stores for corruption, lest its calculations be tainted by such. But if you strive to become a mnemonistics researcher, there are several open questions in the area of prime number study. One such question is this. Is every even member of the set N2 besides 2 a sum of 2 primes? It seems to be so. Has ever proven this conjecture? Similarly, are there an infinite number of prime pairs that differ by only 2 in their value? That seems unlikely, but we have been unable to find an upper limit. Perhaps you could discover one of these proofs and become...
With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for a treat time!
Adjunct School of Mnemonistics for the Order of the Ascendant. Such a lofty...
Others get the exact same thing!
Good.
But only work
Good dispositions to you all, and good day.
Frustrations don't normally involve, you know, actual.
We verify before we amplify.
Make your desired outcome be a probabilistic certainty with Pinnacle Vegetable Expulsions.
You enjoyed our casts. Now try our expulsions from the Order of the Ascendant. Always remember, every moment, every minute calculation brings us closer to solving the universal equation. Consistency in your work is wonderful. Consistency in playlists is not. Now for a new song.
Heads up! Make some space! We've got a sanctioned
With no rest and no downtime!
Workers are too rowdy. Door stays shut for now.
Go consume, like a good consumer.
No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors!
I've no qualms with turning this labor negotiation into a liquidation job, dear. Just say the word.
Welcome to Auntie's. I assume you are... It was about damn time you got here. This labor stoppage has put us almost a full week behind schedule and is making me look quite the fool. Some ne'er-do-wells. It should go without saying that such flights of fantasy have no play. Nevertheless, here we must focus on getting these ingrates back to work and remind them that they're damn lucky to have Auntie's choice to dedicate their lives to. You're asking me? That clearly is your domain. And when I say I, it is critical that you understand that as director of this facility, I should effectively be treated as though I were an executive. Is that clear? Well, there's no call for rudeness. This plant relabels dated items with new Auntie's Choice. So the workers may be unhappy, but they must realize their comfort is a distant second to Auntie's delivery schedule. Or in short, they need to get back. My workers are striking people now? How very alarming. We must resolve this before things get even. They've appointed some kind of leader, and he's the one you have to talk to. His name is, Dummy? No, I believe he has demands, but I can't. You will find him up on the landing pad with some of his minions. Go help him understand the situation. Best of luck to you. Do us proud.
Welcome to another installment of Ask a Vicar with Vicar Magsai. A recent inquiry: why do I hear order product advertisements from the same voices denouncing Auntie's Choice rampant commercialism?
Good question. I'd say the place we differ most from our consumers' rivals is, well, our overall philosophy. The way we view everything. They believe in profit above all else, while we strive for the ascendance of all humanity through the solution of the universal equation.
That's right, folks! Keep the chanting going!
With no rest and no downtime! We should pay for treatment!
They could hardly be more dissimilar.
Do you have an inquiry about our order you're bursting to ask? Drop us a message at your local predictory. What happens next may surprise you.
If you can charge us for stimulates!
Avid followers of our predictive playlists are already aware of which song follows.
No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors! don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans!
I ain't aiming to seem rude, but I got a lot to deal with right now. Unless this is mighty important, I'll respectfully ask to be left to my business. Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad Auntie's got a prioritized worker. Remind me again? Right, that. We need better hours, free stims, and
They work 20-hour shifts, which requires stims to endure that are charged at a premium. Adrena time is actually cheaper on the undisputed claim than it is here. And if that inhuman brutality isn't enough to offend basic decency, it is an unconscionable condition to keep these workers in. I can't imagine how hard it is for them to coordinate their daily duties.
Our shifts need to be reduced to 12 hours a day. 4 hours of personal. Second, if we gotta work those long hours, we want free Adrena time. Bad enough it's making everything taste like we're gnawing nickel pads. Finally, we want all-day bathroom access. Expecting us to fit our necessities into the same 4 hours is just mean. Plus, between us, most folk ain't, if you get my meaning. Thank you for your trying.
Working hard or hardly working? That's rhetorical.
We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans!
Welcome back, Ameliorator. Did you make contact with workers? Do they understand that this stoppage is madness? Are they ready to return? So, what are these ingrate alley sprats willing to settle for? Golden privies and gilded sheets to be spoon-fed crunch whenever their tummies rumble? 8-hour workdays? 12-hour? Are they mad? What are they gonna do with the other half? I am, frankly, disappointed you would even bring me such a preposterous demand. You should have nipped this offensive arrogance in the bud. A lunch break, you say? All right, you've convinced me. What else do they want? Free? Free? Nothing inside of Auntie's choices. Giving something away for free is akin to ignoring the cost of its creation, which is one small step from the system completely breaking down and plunging us all into anarchy.
On this electrifying episode of Notable Locations of Scientific Inquiry, we travel well outside our zone of academic...
What in the void are you talking about? My greed is certainly doing no such thing.
To unobjectively and verifiably...
What? No! I would never! That's slander. And or libel. And you can't prove a thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's not get too hasty here. What do you want from me?
Hospitable planetoid, only made marginally habitable by our grounding station and electrical dispersion rod.
Huh. I don't know why you would waste leverage on them, but I suppose you've got your reasons. All right, they'll get their Adrena time. Is there more they ask?
As it is mortiferous to the body.
They want to relieve themselves on company time? I've never heard something so preposterous. What if they lounge? What if they take time to relax? What if they retreat to indulge their baser urges? Auntie would be paying for all manner of unprofitable shenanigans.
Pause for a moment to let you appreciate my intentional pun. Available for review in this episode's transcripts, footnotes.
Somewhere? That...
Moving on.
Oh, that actually explains the odor in storage room 3. I never imagined they might be... I'll get the door. What more do they want? Very good. Ha! I was going to say very good.
Our grounding station and charge dispersal network mitigate the danger posed by Praetor's persistent electrical storms. In lay people's parlance, a network of lightning rods tie in
with no rest and no downtime. We shouldn't pay for Adrena time.
7 miles of subterranean high-tension wiring, thus providing a conduit for excessive electrical activity in the atmosphere to reach the grounding
Hello
station.
again. Do you have news for us about the negotiations? That's as fine a place to start as any. What did that tyrant have to say for herself? Well, I can't begin to tell you what a relief that is. A most promising development. How is she willing to see reason? Free? Really? Why, I'd surely have lost that bet. I figured we'd ask for... What's next? Excellent. What progress have you made? I suppose it's better than nothing. Well, you have done exceptionally well by us, my new friend.
Damn! I really felt like I was close to signing all of you, and I needed that recruitment bonus. I don't know how I'm going to afford my hair cream now, but I'll get him next time. And he won't always have you working her ankles for her.
And next time? Against you? What in law's name are you saying? It don't matter. All that matters is my... Now, if you'll...
I suppose that passes for a happy ending among these corporatists. Excellent work, dear.
Instead of 307.47 miles, as originally reported. We apologize.
Back and scan.
Addendum. Peer review of this episode post-recording revealed the subterranean grounding network is in fact 307.51 miles of wire instead of 307.47 miles as originally reported. We apologize profusely for this careless failure of basic fact-checking. The responsible researchers have been formally censured.
The workers have returned and production has resumed. Wonderful! I have already informed the Home Office, and with it, you may tell the executives that...
Content. Next up. Well, the seers among you already know.
Kelvin, if truth be told.
Scientism is a lonely field we research double-blind.
The very fact we found each other boggles the undisciplined mind. I can count on you, you can count on me.
We're the golden ratio,
geometric harmony. When our theories are challenged,
when we start a peer review,
you can count on me, and I can count on you. Colleagues can be cold, but that's academia's always true.
I use double entendres when set double
Solid scientific ways, they insist in the foresee.
Two heavenly bodies never approach 100 degrees.
Putting facts over feelings.
Welcome back. We understand you've been a very busy...
Yes, time is bits. Tell us how it went.
A satisfactory effort, my ameliorator. I had hopes your talents would yield a result a mite more in our favor, but good work overall.
Well.
Anything else you'd like to report? Your performance at that facility went exceeding.
There you go again. What do a bunch of eggheads know about marketing? Marketing isn't some rigmarole you can plug into a computronic doodad. It's instinct.
Yes.
I'm the head of our proprietary insight. The Protectorate have a process called Auntie wants details on their methodology, pharmacology, and technology. This archive plan says it's important. Fine. Auntie and I agree. It presents an attitude like that. A few aspirational goals.
Which is to say, we'll make it more...
See you when it's done.
And now, constructually compelling yet categorically veracious statements regarding products researched and designed to increase energy, efficiency, creativity, and focus.
Eat complex food bars. Every real bar is packaged with an imaginary piece for you to enjoy later.
From the Order of the Ascendant. Humorous hot beverage mug text recently observed, scienticians seek safety in numbers and enlightenment. The following song has been determined to facilitate abstract thinking and constructive rumination.
The color of space, a chromospectral analysis. When asked about the average color of space, the famous stellar cartographer Newton Otisgard replied, with no hesitation, beige. To experienced lumen astronomers, his answer was the expected one. But I can already hear the obtuse listener bleating with their faces contorted into a rictus of ignorance. Wouldn't the average color be black or white or simply a shade of gray? No. No, it would not. The answer is rooted in the science of how hot objects absorb and emit light, which answers the ancillary mystery of why there are no green stars. To understand all of this, you must understand the basics of thermal divarication emission theory. The typical piece of non-heated matter absorbs most electromagnetic radiation that falls upon it, including light, infrared, and radio emissions. And the matter reflects only a small portion of that radiation. The visible part of that reflection is its color. However, most stellar objects generate far more radiation than they absorb, so they can be modeled as an idealized object, which is assumed to absorb 100% of all electromagnetic radiation and re-emit some based on its temperature and composition. Stellar composition determines what packets of light will be emitted, while stellar temperature determines the frequency of light and hence what portion of the spectrum that light is in. Low temperature emission is mostly infrared and not visible to us without proper instrumentation, which I need not describe here. As the stellar body's temperature increases, its emitted light shifts up into visible light, through red into orange, then yellow, then white. Even rare blue stars exist. These are the hottest stars, emitting mostly blue and invisible ultraviolet light. So why are there no green stars? I would think the listeners could easily draw this trivial conclusion for themselves. What if I must? It's because any star emitting green light also emits bluish and/or reddish light too, resulting in a non-green star. There is no naturally occurring stellar composition that emits solely packets of green light. In fact, such a composition itself would constitute evidence for intelligent interference, and no such evidence of any kind has ever been detected. Let's get back to Newton Odescard, the famous stellar cartographer. The methodology of the Odescard's chromospectral survey was straightforward. He partitioned his astronomical field of view into grids, then tagged each object in every grid. He ignored empty regions, as black would only dim the color and not change.
Marisol Delgado. This unit has also been informed by This unit is available to which member of the Incognito. Agent Ibarra has resumed regular exercise and no longer requires hourly provocation to move. These are Agent Ibarra's lack of motion was becoming. This unit is ready to answer.
And that result was beige. More specifically, in the cylindrical coordinate model of color space, the hue is 42 degrees, while the saturation is a mere 9%, and the value is a full 100%. In more novice terms, while the color tends towards white, the addition of a variety of reds and some blues results in more beige. And there you have it. So go forth, neophytes, and as you study your lessons, stare.
Moment of your time, Commander.
Library, classroom, or dormitory.
Remember that matter on Cloister I meant? Might be hard to believe, but 20 or so odd years ago, that's where the error. For many years now, a former colleague of mine's. Hardly. Her research was unconventional, surely. She was as well. I think with both, we could right things. Get the order back. Of course, come in.
We verify before we... We have invented a method using reverse osmosis to extract the flavor essence from crabble meat. This extract goes into our tea while the flavorless sediment is used to increase the protein content of our other fine products, such as our
Hey, it's cold as an icebox out here. Don't suppose huddling for warmth's an option?
I find your proposed time frame. I suppose I could spare 0.00% of my days.
Calculating an inverse complex sine function in my head.
Protectorate both count very little. The order of descendant counts the most. Consistency in your work is wonderful. Consistency in playlists is not.
Have you at least determined the cause of the error?
Heard that rift near the archive has destabilized. Must be...
Agent!
Time to see if the rumors about this place are true.
Hey! Only security personnel are permitted in this booth. Leave. Please. Lovely day for a coup, dear. The only surprise about the Protectorate's consul usurping the sovereigns may all out.
Smart researchers patronize the scienticians.
Strange to see all this vacant space after the overcrowding at Matriarch's mercy. Plenty of room for refugees here. If only the Order administrants got their act together.
How did your hypothesis about the flowers fare?
Exposing them to erotic sound waves on a consistent basis did affect improvements in their behavior.
Every day treating the same. The operating theater that is not an invitation to return to your study and perform exploratory surgery. Not as but I trust you are here for a reason other.
Agent, over here. Well, this is a welcome shame about all the disorder. The negotiations had not been going as smoothly as I'd hoped. While making our escape, we encountered one of the renegades. He told us all about that terrible De Vries woman's. You have mine and Gertie's utmost gratitude for intervening. Officially, not that. It is my earnest belief that this is the optimal course to chart for the Order and for Arcadia. To begin, I believe you're already on your... Once you've worked your way up to meeting our respective leaders, you must convince them to consider joining forces. Oh, well, obviously you likely have to act as an intermediary between Ruth and Transplant. In the meantime, I might recommend...
You are admitted to the Chamber of Conflict.
Are you going to be a
Evaluation and
problem?
Strategic Planning?
Because I have a solution that requires very little
determined by the
computation.
Office of the Oracle Laureate.
No admittance without the Artificer Laureate's permission. The presiding bishop is not accepting visitors.
Please direct any inquiries to the Artificer Laureate.
I have too much on my mind for idle...
Have an intellectually stimulating day.
Prudence dictates. We cherish all we have.
Hello, stranger. I do so dearly love residing in a nest of traitors, waiting for them to capitulate, unable to aid my fellows at home. It is truly a wonderful feeling. The console, in short, no. All this is beyond my purview, I remind myself. I must remain focused.
Hate is an inaccurate phrase. I find them arrogant. I am here because the Sovereign has tasked me with bringing these wayward, pretentious toddlers. Unfortunately, my time here has taught me that only mass death has... I am not just anyone. Though I suppose it a mite strange that this task, which would now include the Protectorate at large. Madness. Slandering. I had reason to suspect some subjects had been... Anyone who didn't side with the Sovereign will pay, sooner or later. You may count on it. If my younger self could see me now, I've propped that console. But my hands quaver with age. And listen, you, the niceties are irrelevant and likely detrimental to the task at hand. Hate, I am here. Unfortunately, my time here...
Traveling at the velocity of light through the vacuum of space on our primary band, this is
a visitor.
Grand Plan Wireless.
But I suppose that's enough time spinning in the statements column. Speak away.
Scientism.
The Order has myriad matters of extreme significance to attend to. Their priority is decided by the presiding bishop. She's the most important individual in Arcadia after... Really? Are you in charge? The corporate invaders will... Moreover, once we solve the universal equation, it will benefit all of humanity. First, there is the matter of proving a myriad of cultists have taken... Once there was a bridge stretching from the settlement to the archive, but it was destroyed by a rift. Best keep your distance should you travel there.
And now, additional data and/or music determined to facilitate cognition. Warning, the following song mentions some actions that are improper, something your fractions should never make.
I'll withhold my
Generating primes, techniques, and uses. Good day and welcome again to Advanced Abstract Algebraics, Section 4, Session 43. Please continue to enjoy the background music, which I have selected today based on its arithmetic-based harmonic progressions. My name is Edmund Vandersmite, and I am the Senior Tenured Laureate of the Tertiary Adjunct School of Numismatics.
I always find I work now.
Of the Ascendant.
How might we be of use to one?
Focus on the generation of prime numbers, techniques, and uses thereof. I know. Prime numbers? Why so simplistic? Well, consider this a basic refresher course in remedial numismatics for those new to the Order. I will start by explaining what a prime number is, despite the fact that you should have learned that definition decades ago while still in diapers. But no matter. I have been called many things, and repetitious is one of them. I have also been called redundant several times, and once I was called reiterative, if you can believe that. So, prime numbers. What are they? The simplest definition is this. Given the set of natural numbers greater than 1, let's call that set n2, then a prime is any number in the set n2 that is not itself a product of two other numbers in the set n2. A simple definition. Elegant, even. Uplifting. Almost ascendant, you could say, but not redundant. Side note, I am frequently asked, why isn't 1 a prime number since nothing can divide it other than itself? And the answer is simple, you silly lay person. Because with such an inclusion to the definition of a prime number, then nothing else would be a prime number. And then what good are prime numbers? Wait, you ask, what good are prime numbers? Why would we want to find and use prime numbers? There are all kinds of abstract number theory applications, and that should
I'll admit to a bit of trepidation in regards to opening mine. This is the first one I've received since deployment.
Honestly, the ones you get in the field are
Use caution as you progress. There's been reports of
our archive uses primes for that reason.
Let me know when you need an instruction.
Prime numbers for storage and retrieval on its ultra-efficient system of databases, as well as using prime numbers in the process of checking its memory stores for corruption, lest its calculations be tainted by
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
If you strive to become a numanistics researcher, there are several open questions in the area of prime number study.
Another object, just gone. Nothing should work that way. All the items we put into the rift, excuse me, I don't think you have the It's fine, but don't get too close. You won't survive direct contact with the rift. Running rule for random interaction. Revert it to its previous state. Failing of the device, an inevitable effect for the passage of time. Perhaps the target.
Captain, I fear I have a confession to make.
Here!
Superior Protectorate products. Ceaseless service stokes a hearty appetite. Sustain that zeal with the perfectly perfunctory meal. Moderation mini rolls. Modestly flavorful, yet free of additive toxins. There's a wholesome banquet in every bite. Moderation mini rolls. Filling and duty fulfilling. Intriguing items engagingly described. What's up next? Our station offers only the best in music for Protectorate subjects. It's your due, because our way is superior to others.
Sir, the extra food drop has landed somewhere off target over in order carrier. Exactly where I'm...
That bridge has seen better days.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just like...
Combatant scan. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
choice. We look forward to your inevitable acquisition and/or merger.
Rightly sown, this paradigm we serve supplies all we deserve. Oh, Gloria, Arcadia, our colony, our home. Such comfort and plenty for each of us to own. Oh, Gloria, Arcadia, never.
Proceeding to attack. You try to limit further damage, Commander. Seeking cover. Refill my weapon.
On your toes.
This is Protectorate safe.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Commencing guidance. Cover spot looks much better.
Troublemaker approach.
To congratulate the console on his new position as provisional caretaker of worlds.
And I'm thrilled to be second. Putting that on record.
Duly noted, Subaltern Prescott. I just cannot think of a steadier hand to take the reins from the Sovereign as he undergoes important and necessary mental refreshment.
Check your scope for combatant analysis.
Fine. We are so blessed to have someone as selfless as the Consul to carry the burden of leadership.
Combatant scan.
Like all events.
How right you are.
So, neighbors, join me in reasonable celebration of this realignment with the paradigm. Just to show the system
Target
does abide.
Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Now, listen to this.
Resorting to violence.